I was the first guy I knew to own a video camera.
Here we are, filming ourselves.
Is that a video camera? Yeah. Oh, that's really cool, Val.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I woke up to the sad news this morning that one of my favorite actors, Val Kilmer, has passed away at the age of 65. So, you know, when these things happen, I've got to do a look back at any of my favorite Hollywood actors or actresses of their day. Val Kilmer was no exception. But one thing I do actually hate, folks, and I need to flag up the BBC's website here for this. Val Kilmer, a brilliant, underrated and difficult film star. Again, why difficult is in parentheses is ignorant actually, because Val Kilmer has long had a reputation for being difficult, but in fact if you watch the 2021 documentary Val, which I highly recommend by the way, because Mr. Kilmer from a very early age took out his video camera, one of those old school 8mm cams, and just filmed himself everywhere around where he lived in California. Fantastic documentary. And the kicker of the doc is that his own son was narrating the documentary. So I thought, why does Val Kilmer sound so great when he's got throat cancer? It was quite one of those 1-2 gut punches you don't realize until the very end of the video.
My name is Val Kilmer. I'm an actor.
In that documentary, it's revealed that at an early age, Val lost his brother, and that made him more angsty and a bit more difficult to work with. So it's not like he had an ego because he had baby-faced good looks. Nothing to do with that. It was the fact that it was that personal tragedy which never seemed to have left him, which was a real shame actually. But Variety magazine right here, Val Kilmer star of Batman Forever, Tombstone, which again, what a movie. As Doc Holliday, he just wiped the floor with the other performances of that character. I think Dennis Quaid played him in Kevin Costner's version of Wyatt Earp, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
And that's Val right there. And again, the baby-faced blonde actor had a solid run as a leading man with a volatile reputation. Again, you see what I mean? The ignorance is there, folks. Real genius, which I have not seen for the longest time.
And his IQ is higher than most people can count.
I can't stand it. Have you ever seen a body like this before in your life? She happens to be my daughter.
Oh, well, then I guess you have.
Willow, Heat, he's fantastic in that. And The Saint, which gets mocked a lot, but I thought it was an okay movie. Sure, it doesn't stick to the original British roots of the TV show that made Roger Moore famous, but it was all right. It wasn't bad at all. Of course, he was famously married to Joanne Whalley, who then became Joanne Whalley Kilmer after they met on the set of Willow. Again, very good film. Some hokey special effects here and there, but I think it adds to the charm, actually. Nick Rivers in Top Secret by the guys behind the Airplane movies. If you've not seen that, Val Kilmer not only is a fantastic comedic actor, he's a great singer and a dancer as well. So you definitely have to look at those things and appreciate what the man has actually done. But then again, if you go through the list of films that he's made, Batman Forever, I'm going to come back to that in a minute actually, because I found something very funny online regarding that. Obviously I mentioned those two movies already. Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's The Doors, absolutely. I mean, come on, when you see Val Kilmer and you see Jim Morrison side by side, you know he was born to play that role, so absolutely fantastic. The troubled production of the Island of Dr. Moreau, directed by John Frankenheimer and co-starring Marlon Brando. I mean, there are lots of YouTube documentaries about that particular movie. It seems that anybody who tries to do a remake or even the original film had problems too. Again, Thunderheart, good film. Kill Me Again with his then wife Joanne Whalley Kilmer. I mean, there's so many things. He was even considered for The Outsiders, which he turned down to make Top Secret, which I think is pretty cool actually in the grand scheme of things. Why, you know, who else could you imagine? But you know, when we get to Top Gun, you know, I have to mention Top Gun as well, because as much as we went to see the film for Tom Cruise as Pete Maverick Mitchell, it was really Val Kilmer as Kasinsky, the Iceman, who we kind of fell in love with. He was just such a iconically cool character.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
In Maverick, the sequel, when Val Kilmer appeared again, you knew that Tom Cruise had put that quibbling aside, like there was ever any to begin with. There might have been, but I like the fact that those two are brought together again. That was Val's last film as well, sadly, and it's just such a shame. So when you look back at the man's career, you actually forget. Of course, if I've got to pick one favorite Val Kilmer performance, it's kind of like I'm trying to think of the guy's name again. Oh my gosh, Les Grossman, right? From Tropic Thunder, Tom Cruise. If I've got to pick Val Kilmer's version of that character, it's Gay Perry from that Robert Downey Jr. movie, whose name I've forgotten now, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, right? Directed by Shane Black. Watch his performance in that. It's something else. And could you get away with doing that today? Maybe so, it just depends. But I just thought Gay Perry is probably my favorite Val Kilmer role. And it's just so sad that, again, and I've got to say it, fuck cancer.
Still gay?
Me? No. I'm meat-eating pussy. I just like the name so much, can't get rid of it.
He's left quite a legacy behind, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say that much, through his documentary, which I highly recommend you watch. But I had to leave you with this, folks, because it was just by some weird, strange fate that I found this. I was typing in Val Kilmer funny on YouTube, and then I happened upon this clip, and I actually forgot about this. So let's have a quick look, folks, and just remember what a great comedic actor and dramatic actor Mr. Kilmer actually was.
All right, just a sec.
Little surprise for you here, Cheryl.
Batman.
Yeah, but who is it?
Batman.
Right, but who's behind the mask? It's not just any person.
It is a person though, it's not the real Batman, that's a comic.
Yeah, you're right, but it's who's under the mask that's the surprise. It's someone who played Batman in the films.
What films?
The Batman films. Have you seen those films?
Yeah.
Good, right. So, who is it?
Christian Bale.
No, earlier than that.
Michael Keaton.
No,
Is it George Clooney?
no,
I love George Clooney.
no, it's not George Clooney.
Oh, I wish it was George Clooney.
Well, it isn't. Who else played Batman?
Adam West?
How is it fucking Adam West? He's about 85. Guess again.
I've named all the Batmans.
They haven't. Who else is there?
Is it the cartoon version?
Don't even know what that means.
Batman.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Sorry about this, Val. Oh, said his name. So you got Val. Who is it?
Is it Michael Keaton?
Forget it. Take it off. It's Val Kilmer.
Oh, are you an actor?
Oh God, I haven't seen that for ages. I forgot that he was actually in that, but you know me, folks, when I do an obituary, I have to kind of leave it on a high note here, and it's just really, really sad that Val has passed away. We knew he had throat cancer for a long time and he was battling it. And but you know what? He soldiered through it. I didn't even know he was a Christian Scientist. I had to look that terminology up, and it's the belief that everything is an illusion. And nothing is real, so to speak. Anything you own isn't really yours. Along those lines, I'm just paraphrasing it, folks. But listen, if you woke up to the news today that one of the greatest underrated and certainly a very versatile man that is Val Kilmer has sadly passed away, leave your thoughts, leave your comments in the video below, and I will catching me for the return of my next video.
Willow.
Willow.
25th anniversary year this year, and we have a Blu-ray to celebrate. And
25 years ago.
Wouldn't believe it, would you? Look at us now.
No. You were just a wee one back then.
17 years old.
17 years old. And now?
Now I'm 43. But I think we've sort of matured like a good wine. Look at us. Look at us there. It's a movie that's remembered very fondly by a lot of people, though.
It is, still.
You find people say, oh, man, Bardigan.
Can't go through an airport without someone saying, peck, 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 peck.
I don't do this with every interview I go on. Take you inside my home.